the Austin area since March 2nd.
A former Minneapolis police officer is now facing third-degree murder charges in the deadly shooting of an innocent woman. Last July, Justine Damon called 911 to report a possible sexual assault in the alley behind her home. Minutes later, Officer Mohammed Noor arrived, and when Damon approached his car, Noor shot and killed her. Damon, who's from Australia, was 40 years old, a life coach, and just weeks away from getting married. Noor is also charged with second-degree manslaughter. He has been fired from the department and is currently being held on a $500,000 bond.
Another school shooting on a high school campus, this time a 17-year-old student in Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C., shot a 16-year-old girl. She's listed in critical condition. A 14-year-old boy also suffered a gunshot wound, but it's not clear if he was shot by the suspect or a school resource officer who fatally shot the teenage gunman.
This is what we train for, this is what we prepare for, and this is what we pray that we never have to do. And on this day, we realize our worst nightmare, that our greatest asset, our children, were attacked in one of our places of a bastion of safety and security, one of our schools.
The suspect has been identified as 17-year-old Austin Rollins. Investigators believe he may have had a relationship with the 16-year-old girl that he shot.
And now on to our AccuWeather.
First a porn star, now a playmate. A second woman who claims that she had an affair with Donald Trump wants to talk about it.
Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes has details on her lawsuit.
Playboy playmate Karen McDougal says her affair with Donald Trump began in 2006 and lasted nearly a year. According to her lawsuit, she was duped into selling her story to American Media Incorporated, the owner of the National Enquirer and other publications. McDougal's complaint says instead of her story going public, it was buried because her own attorney sold her out.
The lawsuit is alleging that Ms. McDougal's prior lawyer was not acting in her best interest and conspired or colluded with the Trump team, so to speak.
McDougal is asking the court to nullify the deal with AMI, but this afternoon AMI issued a statement saying McDougal has been free to talk about her relationship with President Trump since 2016. Also today, a New York Supreme Court judge ruled that Trump does have to face a defamation lawsuit. That lawsuit filed by former Apprentice contestant Summer Zervos, who says Trump sexually harassed her back in 2007.
When I arrived, he kissed me on the lips.
When Trump dismissed Zervos' statements as total fiction, Zervos sued for defamation last year.
I want Mr. Trump to know that I will still be willing to dismiss my case against him immediately for no monetary compensation if he would simply retract his false and defamatory statements about me and acknowledge that I told the truth about him.
Since that time, Trump's attorneys have argued that a president has immunity from such lawsuits. But today, Judge Jennifer Schechter ruled that a sitting president is not immune from being sued in federal court for unofficial acts. The president's attorneys must respond in the next 10 days. And take a look at this. Today, the attorney for Stormy Daniels tweeted out this photo of Daniels taking a lie detector test in 2011. A publisher requested the polygraph to verify an interview with Daniels about her relationship with Trump. Now, the polygraph examiner says that test shows there was a 99% likelihood that Daniels was telling the truth when she said she had unprotected sex with Trump. Of course, polygraph tests are inadmissible in court. In the newsroom, Rob Hayes.
People do not want the truth. They don't want the truth. They want lies. They want propaganda. They want misleading. That's what America's all about. You will never ever know that. You will never ever know that until you leave this country.
School,
it's so smooth with baby. See, I'm lonely, but I'm lonely. Being myself, no feel on me. You know, get off the chat. The building, you know, get my shit so talented. So it's your mind. Stay right up, do one love. Look like you're really just open up, y'all. You know, it's my seed, so get on. Get there, yeah, go ahead, got it. But it's all be set. See something like I just got but just in there's no see if I can use it to me or but see that's the thing I look at it and thinking I hope you really it's my heritage but I said it would be don't know blah don't get it and I'm a
Be aware. Yeah. Thank you.